Hello, good morning Red Devils fan, welcome back to my channel. In this video, we discuss what did Spurs boss say on Man United defeat 2-0, after brilliant Mainno or Casemiro performance. If you enjoyed the update, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more Manchester United news. Below, it has been clearly explained why Thomas Frank released shocking reaction after loss with Man United, with the help of various news websites. What did Spurs boss say on Man United defeat, Romero red card, relegation scrap? Thomas Frank is in big trouble as Tottenham Hotspur's manager, as they lost 2-0 at Manchester United on Saturday and lost skipper Cristian Romero to an early red card. Without a Premier League win in 2026, and during the last 7 games, all of a sudden Spurs are in a serious relegation scrap despite making it through to the last 16 of the UEFA Champions League. Yes, Frank has had incredible injury problems to deal with, but Spurs should never be in this position. Here is the latest Thomas Frank reaction after Spurs' defeat at Manchester United. On a frustrating day, I think the first 30 minutes were a good away performance at a difficult place against a team with confidence and in a good flow. Then after the red card I am very proud of the players, the resilience, staying in the game mentality. Still be a threat at times to try to create something, Frank told TNT Sports in the UK. Very proud of them, and then of course we just made the 3 offensive subs to try and push a bit more, but we conceded the second. The 60 minutes playing with 10 men, they put everything into it. Very proud of them. Very proud of our fans, who travelled in numbers. You could hear them loud throughout the game. On if United's opening goal happens if Spurs have 11 players on the pitch, no, because that was the area they could exploit. It can always happen, of course. That was the area that got a bit more exposed. On Romero being in the headlines this week, the red card and the Spurs skipper feeling like he let his teammates down. Christian, first and foremost, there is no intention to do the follow through and make a red. I think he clearly goes for the ball, unfortunately the way the rules are it is then a red. Christian apologized to his teammates in the dressing room. On losing your captain for 4 games, injuries, and the squad being very limited, yeah, it is. But it is what it is and we need to deal with it. On how Spurs move forward from this game, I think a big area we've been working really hard on is the resilience. So we didn't get a result out of it today, but what they showed out there on the pitch I think was incredible. That is what we need to build on going forward to Tuesday night. On the Premier League table, and if he is speaking to his Spurs players about being in a relegation fight, just focusing on the next game, and that is Newcastle on Tuesday. Asked after the game if he has regrets about making Romero captain, no regrets. He's apologized to his teammates in the changing room. I think he's one of the most important players. On the red card decision on Romero, the red card is the red card. I watched it now back 5 times, you know. Cutie clearly tried to go for the ball. Unfortunately, it just moved before and then there's the red card, Frank told reporters. Tottenham's 3 Cristian Romero replacements assessed as Thomas Frank gives verdict on red card. Tottenham Hotspur head coach Thomas Frank has offered his reaction to Cristian Romero's record-equaling red card in Saturday's 2-0 Premier League defeat to Manchester United. With the score at 0-0 in the 29th minute, the Argentine was immediately sent off by Michael Oliver following a crunching challenge on Casemiro's ankle. Owing to his 2nd red card of the season, having also been dismissed for 2 bookable offences in December's defeat to Liverpool, Romero will now serve a 4-match suspension, as opposed to the usual 3 for serious foul play. The 27-year-old will sit out matches against North London rivals Arsenal, Liverpool, Crystal Palace and Fulham while he serves his punishment for his 6th Spurs red card, 4 of which have been brandished in the Premier League. No Tottenham player has been sent off more times in the competition than Romero, whose 4 dismissals are level with Younes Cabal, and his latest indiscretion came after a public vote of confidence from Frank. Man United 2-0 Spurs. Thomas Frank gives verdict on Cristian Romero red card. The Dane kept Romero as his captain in the wake of the Argentine's verbal attack on the club on social media, where he hit out at the unbelievable and disgraceful squad shortages after the January transfer window. Speaking to the media in his post-game press conference, as quoted by Football.London, Frank affirmed that he was happy with his decision to give Romero the armband and revealed how many times he had watched the red card incident back. No, there's not regrets about making him captain. And also, he was sorry for the incident, he apologized to his teammates in the changing room, Frank said. I think he's one of the most important players, and I think when he performs top, he's driving the team. The red card is the red card. I watched it now back 5 times, you know. Cutie clearly tried to go for the ball. Unfortunately, it just moved before, and then there's the red card. Romero's dismissal was one of 2 blows for Spurs in their defeat at Old Trafford, as Destiny Udogie was also withdrawn with an apparent muscle injury, one that Frank affirmed would be assessed in the coming days. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching, stay tuned for more. And we'll see you in the next updates.